Hello everybody and welcome back to Professor Layton in the Spectre's Call. Last time we were playing as Emmy and we met up with an Inspector Grosky. Got his help. And also Chummy was there, but he's not important. He did the prequels. Exactly. Kill me. Anyways, let's continue. This is gonna be a long chapter, by the way. Story so far. While Emmy is in London, Layton and Luke continue their investigation around the High Hill area. Can they find any significant clues to help solve the puzzle of the Spectre? Chapter 7. Third-Eyed Jakes. Will Emmy be alright on her own? Of course. I shouldn't think we need to worry about Emmy, Luke. She just sped out of here so fast, I hope she doesn't crash. Come now, Luke. Let's get on with the investigation. Alright, Mr. Layton. Where do we go from here? We still need more information on Mr. Bard. Ariana said the people in town weren't very fond of her father. That is what she said. Do you think she's right, Luke? Honestly, Mr. Layton, I have no idea what grown-ups actually think. Fair enough. But we'll have to investigate this if we want to gain Ariana's trust. I suppose so. Let's talk to some people in town. She's still not back, I'm afraid. The Starlight Police Station's mission is to serve the people who sincerely refuse not to cooperate. We're open to the general public. Okay, it's the same thing as we said before. That street lamp must have been damaged by the Spectre. Yes, I think so. The Spectre has attacked several times since Mr. Bard's death. Most of the houses have been rebuilt, but they still haven't fixed the street lamps. Look, do you remember all of the areas the Spectre has attacked? Not off the top of my head, no. But I have kept a record of every spot that the Spectre attacked. I was hoping this might come in handy someday. I don't know what to say. What? Is it no good? On the contrary, Luke, your organization's skills are very impressive. I'm stunned. This is wonderful data. It's just the groundwork we need in order to make sound deductions. The more information we gather and cross-reference, the greater chance of us finding the truth. So it's helpful? Extremely. Great work, Luke. Let's continue our investigation. I wanna see the witch's mark. As I expected, a new incident has occurred which more or less solves the mystery of the Calamity Witch. The witch's mark was found on the wall of another house. On the ground beneath, someone had dropped a sweet wrapper. From what we know, it is easy to work out who is behind this mischief. For their own sake, I must put a stop to it now. To the Witch of Calamity. Ariana's fearsome reputation as the Witch of Calamity was all owing to her brother, Tony's attempt to protect her from town gossip. I hope this reassures Ariana and helps her realize that she is not the victim of any curse. I was a little surprised by the two children's refusal to discuss the Spectre's fruit, but it would be best to leave them be for now. In the Stollery police station, Luke believes that the Spectre is manipulating his father, Clark, and will eventually control every adult in town. From what he says, all of Miss Stollery's misfortune seems to be linked to Bard's death in some way. We have decided to check the police records for information and articles about the incident. There must be something in those records that will help us get to the bottom of this. Parting ways a while. We asked to consult the police records, but our request was denied. It seems we need approval from the chief constable, who won't be back for some time. However, the desk sergeant did inform us that copies of the records are kept at Scotland Yard. Emmy kindly offered to go back to London to obtain these copies. We'll have to rely on her now. That reminds me, since think to give Emmy directions to my office. I do hope she finds it. I was in a hurry, so I'm afraid I must have left the room in a rather a mess. I wonder who Emmy's sources are. Could she have contacts in the police? How do you suppose Emmy's investigation is going? I do hope she got to London in one piece. She's probably looking through the archives as we speak. I hope she'll be able to locate the documents in those rather extensive archives. I suppose it's natural that I shouldn't worry. I'll just have to trust her and get on with my investigation. Having a little misunderstanding, having sent Emmy off to fetch the records, Luke and I have decided to continue investigating in town. We know that the locals are afraid of the witch of Calamity, but do they really feel such resentment towards Ariana? I have trouble believing that. This requires further examination, including finding out more about Bard's reputation when he was alive. Luke's records. After visiting one of the spots ravaged by the Spectre, Luke gave me a list he had made of the location of every attack to date. It is a very precise and complete document, which I find hard to believe was put together by a 10-year-old. I suppose Luke must have inherited his talent from Clark. I think the information he has gathered will prove very useful in our investigation. What? You want to ask me questions? Get out of my face. You can't just go around asking people questions. I'd have my dad arrest you for that, you know? This is not a crime. I've heard that your father was highly regarded in town. Yeah, obviously. My dad was the one who sold the Bard case, ha! Everyone was scared, scratching their stupid heads till my dad showed up. So your father handled that case? Huh, of course he handled it. We found the will in the eyewitness. If you ask me, this town's pretty lucky to have him watching over it. Remarkable. You bet it is. Luke, do you know anything about a will or an eyewitness to Bard's death? No, I'm sorry. I'm so worried about Ariana. I didn't pay much attention to the investigation. I see. I hope Emmy can dig up something for us. With the town in such danger, I did kind of worry if I should leave. But with Chief Jakes, I feel safe. Actually, I offered to pay for my stay to make up for all the Spectre trouble ruining my vacation. This must be typical in small towns. The authorities truly care for the townspeople. Although it wasn't easy getting into town at first. I came back because of the stories of the paper about the Golden Garden, but they turned me away. How did you get in then? The road into town was guarded by the police, but my friend and I took the back way over the mountains. The Spectre appeared on my first night here. The cops were pretty quick. They had the area blocked off, so I couldn't say anything. And you have remained here ever since? Well, having come all this way, it seemed a shame to leave. Plus, police have been so kind. My friend got totally terrified when she heard about the whole Spectre thing, though. She ran off at the first opportunity. She's in one of these pictures, actually. Can you pick out which one my friend is? Familiar face. Okay, one of these girls is my best friend, and has blonde hair, doesn't wear glasses, and has a mole under her right eye.
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
Yeah. Well, did you see the Golden Garden in the end? No, it's too bad. I've been to the excavation site, but there's nothing there. Sorry. Even the tech team are gone now. Now I'm just hanging around here, soaking up the atmosphere. Plus that Spectre's still out there somewhere. Food is good and my board is all paid by the police. I have it here. I love it here. I wonder if it's normal for the police to pay for people's holidays. The townspeople are probably not aware of how their tax money is being spent. A tank that recreates the cozy ambience of a quiet park at dusk. Okay. The key point is where the long water ivory stops. That'll be great as a point will escape you. Just wanna see. Yeah. No. If I put one there, where's that go? Okay. It's something. Nope. Huh. It's gonna work? Yes! Okay. I love this minigame. The police chief is supposed to be some kind of super cop. I call him Third Eye Jakes. I say he can solve any case. His type of style is as smooth as his name. Indeed. A chief of police with no open cases must be quite skilled. Yeah, well, some people use their skills to solve cases, some people use their skills to do their hair. The cops seem to be pretty good about telling people which areas to evacuate. Look, didn't you say that Dolan communicates your predictions to the townspeople? Dolan does the police and then they deal with the evacuation. I see. There certainly was a police presence in North Ellie the day the Spectre appeared. I'd like to meet this third-eyed Jakes. Along with the Spectre and the Lich, and all the Golden Guard. And all the Golden Guard, right? This town is too much. Ah, yes, it reminds me. I haven't yet seen the excavation site for the Golden Guard. It's nearby if you'd like to have a look. As an archaeologist, I find it hard to resist. Well, we do have a little time before Edward gets back. I'll take you there, Mr. Layton. It's just west of here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Luke. Of course, it's all part of our investigation after all. Luke, we still have a bit of time. Let's go to the Golden Gardens excavation site. The excavation site is just down the road to the west. Tony's so much fun. We used to think up loads of puzzles and get up to all sorts of things. I was always really clumsy, so Tony used to get cross with me. But even so, last time we played together, I kind of messed up, so I hope he's not fed up with me or something. Oh, by the way, speaking of messing up, I have a puzzle for you. Son's blunder. God, I finished the London one you asked for. Here, son. Looks great. Hold on. You've got a letter wrong. Here, check my sketch and make sure you do it right this time. What? No way. Oh, you're right. I did. I'm sorry. I'll fix it right away. Which of the letters? It's the D.
I think this is right.
Huh?
I'm just not cut out for this. this? I knew I could do it.
Hey, it's even. The L is wrong. Okay. That's it. You know sometimes got crashes in me, but we'd always make up in the end. But I haven't seen him for ages. I hope he still thinks of me as a friend. It sounds as though you two are quite close. It's been a year since you stopped coming down to play, but he's still my very best friend. It doesn't look like the Spectre is responsible for this. No, it's Lance Obsidian's. Since the Spectre appeared, Sinkholes have been appearing around town. Sinkholes and the Spectre? What is the relationship there? It's probably another one of the Spectre's powers. What are you doing here, kid? Look at this ravine. Lance Obsidian's is worse than I thought. Whatever you do, please don't push me from behind. Oh, I've got dust in my mouth. Ugh. Look at that. Look at the beautiful strata in the rocks. Really fascinating. I just supposed to black leaving the 4 people looking for the black market. I really hate running. What? Running the boys tell me I'm too heavy. You're right, you do sometimes, but I why not try sharing your treats with the other black ravens? Sharing? I suppose that's an idea, but it won't be easy. Could you help me? Cutting the cake. I suppose I could share this triangular cake. It's really tasty, but I can spare half of it, and my friends can divide that between them. But it is my cake. It's only fair that I should have most of it. I'll just cut 2 pieces with the ratio of 4/5 and take the bigger piece. That's still pretty generous, isn't it? The sides of the cake are 15 centimeters long. For a long the sides should be cut. I don't fucking know.
Time to apply some creative thinking. What could have gone wrong here?
Oh man.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
I should have just gone with 10. That was my first thought. That was my first
A
instinct.
little more thought is in order.
Should have just gone with it. Please be an even number. Please be 5 or no, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Time to apply some creative thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Thank you. Now I can share my cake with my friends. Don't mention that. I hope you find that sharing makes your cake even more delicious. Really? I like the sound of that. Now I just need to find the others before I forget. Could I have a go in the wheelbarrow, Miss Layton? You push! It doesn't appear to have been treated all that well. Why do they need to patch it up? Now, here's a place where you can be one with nature. Ah, this is elementary. It's sedimentary. Do you think one of those smelly ammonite fossils is in there? Hi, I'm Nate. I'm part of the dig team looking for the golden god around here. Dig team, you say? Where's the rest of your staff then? Most of the team gave up after a while. They came to the conclusion they weren't needing here at all. And is that what you also think, Nate? I'd tell you to take a look yourself at the past Blacklight Rebel. Actually, we located a precious stone that we want to extract, but it's pretty tricky to get it out. If you can help me out with that, I would be happy to give you a hand with clearing that rebel. Rebel trouble? Fuck. Okay. Okay. That was a lot easier.
A challenging
was
puzzle, to
expecting.
be sure. No puzzle is without an answer.
14 moves. So, you think the Golden Garden is anywhere near here? You'll see once you go to the big site. The people didn't find anything remotely interesting. No building foundation, no trace of inhabitants, nothing to give even a hint of an ancient city. There are other stories about the Golden Garden that suggest it could be much older than civilization, but there isn't any evidence linking it to prehistoric times either. It's only a legend that to go on. I suppose it could all be buried much deeper than we thought. This area is very wet, though once you reach a certain depth you would encounter water. But could the garden be even further below? We can't rule out that possibility. Do you think we didn't go down that far? Do you think we didn't go down far enough? I really couldn't say, but I'm very interested in your search. Are you an archaeologist by training? Not really, I've just been working dig sites my whole life. My intuition says not to give up yet. Still, maybe it'll all come to nothing. See if I can. If you get the perspective 3 times. I highly doubt this is gonna work. Okay. Ah, no. No. Oh shit. For real? This works? The eminent chief constable. While we were talking to Yamada in the Grand Plaza, he mentioned that the chief constable of this town is reputed to leave no case unsolved. He is known as Third-Eyed Jakes around here. However skillful this man is, the nickname seems a little excessive. But can the rumors about him be true? I would very much like to meet this man face to face. As Nate said, the excavation site so far appears to have been fruitless. What makes you say that? I can tell from the exposed strata here. Your father knows more geology than I do. My father? Really? Yes, in his university studies, Clark excelled at identifying organisms in strata like this. I take it he hasn't ever told you about that. Dad's been so busy with the town that we haven't spoken much recently. Seems like a different person since he became the mayor. I think maybe my mom left because she couldn't deal with him anymore. Maybe he's not even my dad. What if the Spectre kidnapped my real dad? Settle down, Luke. I too thought that Clark was acting strangely. It's the Spectre controlling him! When did you notice this change in your father? When he became mayor, right before the Spectre appeared. I'm sure Clark will return to his old self once we sort out this case. But I need your help to do it. We'll get to the bottom of this. You believe in me, don't you, Luke? I believe in you, Mr. Layton. Thank you, Luke. Once we hear from Emmy, we will speak to your father. Now, perhaps we should make our way to the library. You think Emmy is back by now? If she is not, then we can look at some of the archived newspapers. Maybe we can find something. See, you know where the library is, don't you? It's east of the crossroads. Ah, that's right. Let's go. Wow! That was a real-life explosion! Nate surely can't be using dynamite to excavate the Golden Garden. doesn't seem like a very safe way to do a dig. No, not at all. I rather hope that the Golden Garden isn't here. This is refreshing. I can't remember the last time I visited an excavation site. I thought you always explored places like this, Mr. Layton. It's not always as glamorous as it sounds, Luke. I'm usually holed up in my study these days. That reminds me. Here's a puzzle that may interest you. An archaeologist shows you some ancient ruins found on a dig. These ruins were divided into 2 groups, but I seem to have mixed them up. Can you sort the ruins into the correct groups? Only the top left room cannot be moved. What? Beautiful symbols. There should be 3 rooms in the left box, 4 on the right. Use the styles to find out which rooms have tracing symbols on each room. What? Some of the runes may be written out using a single pen stroke that never retraces itself. You should be able to figure them out now. What the fuck? I don't think this... That's 1 pen stroke. Okay, that's another... I think that should go there. No.
This is what I've come up with.
God damn it.
Some puzzles are impossible.
Impossible, you say?
How about this? That puzzle wasn't so hard.
Alright. Well solved. Clark and I always used to swap puzzles like this. You were good friends with my dad, weren't you? What was he like back when you knew him? Well, he was a very hard-working student, always on time and incredibly diligent. He was a favourite with the faculty members, and they often assigned him particularly tricky tasks. We were both so enthralled by our research that we regularly studied through the night. And despite all that, he still felt he had a duty to help out his friends and family. That's not what he's like now. I can understand why you would doubt your father. We will get to the bottom of his behavior, I promise. Then you can see the truth for yourself. I'm not sure I want to. Do you think all the caves are connected? They're so dark that it's hard to tell what happens inside. This one seems quite large. Why don't you have a look, Luke? It's really dark. I don't think I could go in there. are for. Can I go up? Yes, I can. Is that gonna do anything? Okay, I don't. Yeah, there's not gonna be anybody here. We have a police chief here who solves the toughest cases in the blink of an eye. He'll catch the Spectre soon. Of course, if he doesn't, then what are we paying taxes for? That's nearly as bad as Mr. Bard demanding exorbitant rent and giving us nothing in return. Blue sky, a gentle breeze. Hard to believe the Spectre showed up in this cozy little town. I love peace, it's the truth. And cats. I give my right arm to sleep all day like they do. Hey, if you're a cat lover, maybe you'd fancy this little brain user. How about it? Oh, another one. Two little cat got herself stuck in your car, so you have to go through on the switch. Only you shall head towards any fish she spots in her direct line of sight and eat it, fooling around the next. Shit. No. Shit. Hmm. No. There we go.
This is what I've come up with. I knew I could do it.
You never know what a cat's thinking. They're inscrutable. You see mice around every corner in this place, but there aren't many cats. Try to check that. I'm not gonna play it. Argent Pebble. You can spot minerals and flakes of silver when it catches the light. No sign of the garden. Since we had some time to spare, we went to see the dig site where they are looking for the golden garden, but found nothing much of interest. Luke is convinced that Clark is being controlled by the Spectre, and I have yet further concerns. There's still time until any takes. We have opted to go to the library and see what we can find there. I want to see if... The water in the canals run all the way down from here from the dam. Sometimes I wonder what would happen if it rains so much that dam overflows. Scott says they pump the excess water into the reservoir, but the pumps can't keep up. You were tasked with filling a reservoir by pumping water from a nearby lake using 4 pumps. If you fill the reservoir using only 1 pump at a time, pump A would take 3 days, pump B would take 6 days, pump C would take 10 days, and pump D would take 15 days. You decide to get an extra pump to make life easier. Which pump would you buy another of in order to get the job done in exactly 1 day? Oh, fucking hell. B?
Time to apply some creative thinking. It appears as though I've missed something. A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
No, okay.
What could have gone wrong here?
If it's A, I'm gonna cry. Please be another zero. Okay, thank you.
Time to apply some creative thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Okay, so they can just have another pump. I'm fine with that. What if the dam actually breaks? What happened to the town? Well, the town rests on a giant slope and has a network of canals. I expected the water from the dam would simply flow into the canals and drain away. Phew, that's a relief. I want to see. Okay. Only the cats are gonna. I highly doubt somebody else is gonna be inside of them other than the cat. No puzzle. Oh, that's terrible. Why did the water in one of the canals only dry up like that? Okay. Oh my god, but my house was in damage. Can you imagine how that would feel? I don't like the blaze around here. Can't they spare a thought for a poor old fellow? I asked them if they could solve this puzzle, and what do? Chuck it on the desk, that's what. Too busy with the Spectre, it's a downright insult. Leaky lamppost. Oh god, can you work out the height of this lamppost in meters just by looking at the shadow it casts? The pillar next to the lamppost has a height of 1 meter and has a shadow 1.5 meters long. So that part from there would be 2 meters. I guess that would be 3.5? No. Maybe just 3.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Huh?
It appears as though I've missed something. Time to apply some creative thinking. No puzzle is without an answer.
You'd think the police could stop to help us frail old man, not rush off to find some bogot. It's terrible. What's the world coming to these days, eh? What are you lots dilly-dallying about here for? I haven't got all day. If you've time to talk, you've time to work. Now that's what I say. Now get up and move on before I do. If you're so intent on slacking off, you won't likely slap a pencil in your face, will you? Good neighbors. A, B, and C live in a row of houses that runs west to east. The roofs are colored red, blue, and yellow. A local resident is trying to describe the street. Can only remember a few details. A lives west of B. The red roof is east of the yellow roof. The blue roof is west of A's house. Okay, A lives west of B. The red roof is east of yellow. The roof is west. A. A lives west of B. Blue roof is west of A's. What? Hold on. A lives west of B. So you're... The red roof is east of yellow. Blue is west of A. Okay.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
What?
A little more thought is in order.
Beg your pardon? A is west of B here. The red roof is east of yellow. And blue is west of A. Oh no.
Time to apply some creative thinking. What could have gone wrong here? A challenging puzzle, to be sure. I love the thrill of a good solution.
See, keep that up and get your investigation going. Life's too short to dally around like an oaf. I don't care. I just want puzzles. Otherwise I go. I'll go on, just a small one. Sure, they're only small. Alright. Alright. Oh, come on, you will. Oh, the street's favourites get posted onto the areas where the Spectres appears. Oh dear, what have I done? You seem to be in a spot of trouble. May I be of assistance? Oh yes, please. Well, you see, when the Spectre attacked, the damage of the light circuits downstairs. The lights have been flickering on and off all day. I can't guarantee they'll last the night. We've guests booked in for tonight. What should I do? Can't let them wander around in the dark. Why not use some small lamps or lanterns? Lamps? That sounds complicated. Okay, I like puzzle. Even a fabulous chandelier isn't going to be much use in a blackout. Let's say you need a lighter room during a blackout with using only 7 lamps. Each lamp will light the square it's on and one square on each side of it. Okay.
Some puzzles must be met directly. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
I think our guests will be fine now, thanks. You know, I think these lamps may even be an improvement. They create a certain ambiance. I believe you're right again. Thanks for enlightening us, Professor. Ever since that Spectre passed by, I keep thinking that the buildings have been leaning to one side. I might topple over. Joe, are you alright? You seem to lose your balance. Don't remind me, I think I've just been staring at the walls for too long. Yeah, how's it about Lewis? Oh, did we get my fingers straight again? Yes, you say. Well, I could never refuse a challenge. Bottle game. Oh, it's this. The owner of the Hotel Joe has challenged you to a little game. There are 15 empty bottles on the counter. The player takes turns removing 1, 2, or 3 bottles at a time. Whoever takes the last bottle loses the game. Layton is going first. Alright. One, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three. Fuck. What if I just take one every time? Let's do it with this 5 again. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck. I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck. Make any significant possible for the player who goes first. You need to be sure to leave only one bottle on your last turn. How many bottles you need to? 3. But take 3 every time. If I take 2 every time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's just 5 bottles left before one of your opponent's turns. You can win. Somebody else will make the leaves. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I figured that out already. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Finally.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Well, look at that. You beat me. That was very entertaining. Thank you. So what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, the building Layton. Well, in any case, the gardens have been wobbly all over town for the past few months. So it is the Spectres that behind all this, that's behind all this, mate. So this is how it's going to be, eh? Tributes with the Hatmakers and do all things with me. If you aren't going to rebuild it, Ah, there's a time and place for that. So here now, I want sunglasses instead. What a pair of my designer shades and you two could be as shook as as a Soho celebrity. Shut up. Hold on, though, I just had a flash of inspiration. That's on a puzzle, too. Cap swap. There are 16 people standing in 4 rows of 4, moving only 2 hats. Find a way to create a checkerboard pattern of people with and without visible brown hair. Of course, to meet the requirements, each row and column must contain an equal number of people with brown hair and without brown hair. Haha. There we go.
Time to apply some creative thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
I suppose inspiration alone isn't enough. I was naive. Can't do much without good honest hard work. Wise was an exemplary puzzle. I see no reason why you shouldn't continue your hand profession. You really think so? Maybe you ought to give it a second thought after all. Guess what? I know something about the Spectre that nobody else knows. Is that so? What's that then? You think I'm going to tell you just like that if you want to know how to solve this puzzle? Fountain fight. What? The water in the park fountain is fed through 13 valves. One day A and B are cleaning the fountain, and they come up with the following game. Taking it in turns to open one valve or 2 adjacent valves at a time. Whoever opens the final spot will be the winner. After a coin toss, A starts and opens 2 valves. Can you help B win the game? On your turn, make 1 or 2 valves you want to open. Just like that other one. Wait, I did that I could have won then. One or two? Oh, fuck. That's not fair. Oh, two adjacent. Oh. I fucked myself. How do I do that? I need to leave 2 open valves on my last turn. But Okay. That fuck no. Okay. Oh my god. The top valve was top valve was valve 1, counterclockwise, open valve 8. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you notice anything? You should be able to spot a way to make sure B wins. To open valve 8 is nothing. There should be 5 valves on either side of the fountain. When you make sense, you should match it on the other side. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. No puzzle is without an answer.
I don't like how I can't skip that. Like the blurb after puzzles, you can't skip that. You have to let it put all the text down. Oh wow, mister, you actually did it. Might even be better at puzzle solving than my dad. Well, I'd be interested to find out one day, but for now we won't. For now, aren't you going to tell us a secret? Oh yeah, well, the Spectre is really protecting the town, see? Just like it says in the storybooks. When we went back to our house, then we found some blood on the ground nearby. Dad said that it'd be the Spectre's blood. He sounded really worried too. Because the Spectre's fighting off the bad things that happen in the town, and it's getting hurt. But that night in North Alley, we saw the Spectre from the hotel. There wasn't anything else. Well, we may have been mistaken, Luke. Let's not dismiss any possibilities. Spectre's protecting us. Somebody should help it. Well, next time we see the Spectre, we shall do our best to give it our aid. Really? You do that? You're alright, mister? Once upon a time, the planet was lavishly green. Verdant green's life surrounded all creatures, even humans. But then humans cordoned off this lush bounty and separated themselves from it. What you say is especially true of cities. It is especially true, that's why I said it. That's also why I love nostalgia and its greenery. Sometimes it's just all too much. The greener the trees, the greener the shrubs. Open your eyes and see nothing can surpass the woven tapestry of nature's colors, nothing. Yes. Well, we really must be going, if you'll excuse us. Where do we go? Hospital? Yeah, okay. Where do we go? Let's go see if anybody in here has a puzzle for me. Nope. So I tell you, we sometimes hear noises coming from the cellar, even when there's no one down there. Dolan says it's probably just the window and the floorboards. There's times I think I must be going balmy. Maybe it's the old squire's ghost. I reckon he came to a violent end, you know. You mean Evan Bard? I thought his death was ruled a suicide. Oh, just between you and me, he wasn't particularly well liked as Mr. Bard. He owned most of the land in town and hiked to rent away. runned right up. That didn't make him any friends. And then he always acted so high and mighty. The only person he would talk to was Mr. Triton. I was dismissed from that house out years ago, but it was lucky for me that they took me on here, I'll tell you. But then you just don't know, do you? He might have had his own reason not to want to live. I see. I do believe he was being haunted. He may be haunting this house. Why this one? Why not his own? Oh no, I didn't mean... There's no reason at all why he'd come and haunt poor Mr. Triton's house. Oh, don't mind old Beth, dearie. In fact, I have a little puzzle for you if you fancy it. Lucky tablecloth. Your lucky tablecloth is damaged and you want to salvage it. After cutting off the shaded area, you make 2 straight cuts along the dotted lines and end up with 3 pieces. Sewing these pieces together gives you a smaller square tablecloth decorated with 5 complete leaf clovers. Draw 2 lines on the cloth to show 2 straight cuts you make.
I think this is right. That puzzle wasn't so hard.
Now, I ain't one to gossip, and I would never say a word against the master, but it is a bit strange how Mr. Bond left all his land to Mr. Triton. They weren't related or anything. And there's the way the master has become all funny ever since Mrs. Triton's been gone. The master was deeply distressed that the Spectre appeared last night. I hope you may solve this matter in all haste, Mr. Layton. Do you have anything to say, Clark? Do let me know when you find out anything about the Spectre, won't you? Okay. Most of this part has been puzzle solving. Okay, he doesn't let me go down. Mr. Layton, we'll need to turn right to get to the library. Guess I'll try going down there later. Do you let me go down here? Nope. Hey, it's me, Goosey. Goosey, what are you doing lurking around there? Well, I wanted a quiet place to hide, so I thought the library would work. I still stick out, don't I? Bother. I was really trying to stand myself between the bookshelves, too. But why don't you just sit in the quiet corner out of sight? You'll never understand, Luke. You don't know what it means to stick out. But I can never let... Anyway, how would you like to try a puzzle? Someone has been painting the square board in a rather patchy manner. The board has sides of 20 centimeters, and the paintbrush is 10 centimeters wide. With every layer of paint, the surface gets darker. The color code shows the number of layers needed to make each color. There is a minimum number of brush strokes required to get the pattern shown below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9. Huh. Minimum number.
This is what I've come up with. I knew I could do it.
My granny says the library is so old to leave my stories about the Spectre legend. I still don't understand though, Goosey. Why are you hiding in that tiny little cap? It just looks so nice and cozy. I thought if I could just sleep in there, I wouldn't stick out at all.
Right, if you say so. Welcome to the Miss Stollery Library. If you can't find a book, just tell me. I know where all of them are.
We were hoping to look at a few local newspapers.
The newspapers are over on the corner. If you need an archived issue, I'll show you where to look.
I need some newspapers from around the time that Evan Bard passed away.
My variable policy prohibits me from showing them to anyone who hasn't completed at least 50 puzzles. It looks as if you've done so. Fab. Please give me a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting. These were all newspapers printed the week of Mr. Bard's death.
Perfect. May I borrow them?
Are you familiar with the concept of a library? Library humor. Go ahead, bring them back.
Very strange indeed. There are no concrete details about Bard's death in any local newspapers.
Well, that's no help.
Perhaps not.
How long should we wait for Emmy, Mr. Layton? Does she even know what a library looks like?
That's rather fucking rude, Luke.
Why don't you enlighten me, Luke? Emmy! You're back! It's good to see you.
You too, Luke.
Sorry I'm late. I had trouble reading all the road signs on the way here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sure you didn't. The children's books are over in the corner. Sorry to keep you waiting, Professor. Here are the materials you requested.
Thank you, Emmy. I apologize for the trouble, but this may bring us a step closer in our investigation.
I also brought you a surprise.
Well, if it isn't Professor Layton. Keeping well, I take it. Inspector Grosky. So you're the one Emmy has been helping. Oh, very important to keep that a secret, Emmy.
Me not sporting?
I play tennis. I'm pretty sure she plays tennis. So, you were Emmy's Scotland Yard connection, Inspector. What a small world.
So the professor really doesn't remember at all.
What was that, Emmy?
But nothing. I was just... Is that a new hat, Professor?
No, this is still the one my girlfriend gave to me. All those years ago. Never mind that, sire. There is some sort of giant spectre menacing this town. Yes, it is quite a situation. It sounds as if Emmy has briefed you on some of the particulars, but allow me to fill in the details. Each time it appears, the spectre destroys a part of the town. Someone is pulling the strings of this spectre, however, I'm not yet certain who. A spectre conspiracy. Sounds like crime to me, and no crook can elude Grosky of the Yard. I'll run down to the Mistorian Police Chief and exact his full cooperation. Hold on, Inspector. I haven't told you everything yet. And there he goes.
He looked keen.
Well, let's have a look at what Emmy brought us. I think we'll find some useful information here.
Professor, I had my film developed as well. I think these photos should come in useful.
Good thinking, Emmy. According to the police report, Bard died when he fell off a cliff.
No sign of struggle at the scene. A willow was discovered in his house. The details of Bard's death are pretty sketchy.
And look at this. According to the single eyewitness, there was no one else in the area. And the eyewitness was... Clark Triton.
What? My dad? Mr. Triton was the witness at the scene. Did he mention anything about that?
Did you know about any of this, Luke?
No, this is the first I've heard of it. Mum never mentioned it either.
In his will, Mr. Bard left his rights to the town's land to Clark.
He left all that property to someone he wasn't related to. Why?
And that's not all. Look, there is no mention of the Spectre in today's London's newspaper. Not to mention, despite the massive damage sustained by the town. Don't you find that strange?
Now that you mention it, we hadn't heard anything about the Spectre until we came to Miss Stollery. Is someone trying to keep this story from getting out?
It would appear so.
Who would be capable of controlling information like that?
Let's confirm the report at Miss Stollery police station before we jump to any conclusions. Perhaps Gorski has tracked down the police chief for us.
Evan Bard's death. There are many unresolved questions surrounding the death of Evan Bard. What really happened on that day?
I'm positive that the key to unraveling the mystery of the Spectre lies in Evan Bard's death. Clark isn't a relative of Evan Bard, so why was he mentioned in Bard's will? Clark isn't entirely off the hook. There may be some who still suspect him of murdering Evan Bard. Oh, Henny, we may have cause to return to London sometime for our investigation. Just touch my card at the entrance to the town, and you may then select your destination from there.
Got it. That way we can catch any puzzles I missed in London.
Exactly. Now, let's get on with this task at hand. Reported the witches after the police what they've done not. What do we pay taxes for? But if you erase it before the witches caught, you might get cursed too, if you believe in that rubbish.
Don't worry, Thomas. The whole thing was a silly prank.
What? How do you know that? Have you found the culprit? Luke, let's keep Tony's prank between us for now.
Right, Mr. Layton.
So who was it? Tell me and I'll give him a good clip around the air.
I'm afraid I don't know. I just assumed it was a prank.
Well, never assume things, lad. When you assume, you're making an awful mess for both of us.
You know, since the Spectre showed up, it seems as if smiles have been scarcer than hen's teeth. I suppose it's only natural, though. I just wish we could go back to our halcyon days. We used to have such a lark of solving puzzles. Hey, why don't we try one of my old favorites?
Swap over. Starting with A and moving clockwise, the people in the circle are arranged in the following order. Female, female, male, female, female, male, male. Swap just two people to create an arrangement where starting with A, the same male-female pattern occurs whether you count every first person or only... What? I don't understand. I don't understand what the puzzle is asking of me. Is it male, female, male, female, male, female? Is that what it's asking me?
I think this is right. That was it.
People say someone controls the Spectre. What would be the point of destroying the town? Can't just be some stormy petrel going around and running off building down, can it? Otherwise, I simply hope the brave police will sound but none soon.
The years have gone by so quickly since I was laid off at the factory. I can't keep up at all. Looking back, my days at the factory weren't easy, but I did feel a sense of achievement. And now what? I stand here thinking of the old days. How pathetic I must look, eh? I'm not half the man I used to be. Wish I could show you my old self. Thank you for listening to Old Man Tales. In exchange, let me give you this puzzle. Below are 3 bells, each of which has one red and one blue hair attached. Each bell is a counter, and the bells are rigged such that the count increases according to certain rules. Whenever the bell is struck, the counters are already at the various values and below. Can you make the red and blue hammers to make all the three counters display the same number? +15 3s. Okay.
This is what I've come up with. That puzzle wasn't so hard.
Okay. I think we're even now. I should be getting home to tend to my rose garden, my goldfish. It's about time to call me the steam car demon. All I have is my love of roses. Hey, Bucky. Hello again, Bucky. It seems as though we just keep bumping into each other. Yep, your pal Bucky is a man with that town coming and going these fabulously fast boats. These no canals look impassable to me, Bucky. The word impassable is not in no Bucky's dictionary. Hey, you guys want to ride? Bucky's got some great boats here. I'll ride later. Saw that mouse. God damn it. You went to the black market? You still have a shirt on your back, amazing. Oh. Bucky, what are you doing here? Now that's a silly question. When there's Bucky, there's boats. When there's boats, there's Bucky. What? You mean we can take a boat from here? It's impossible. The word impossible is not in no Bucky's dictionary. Hey, you guys want to ride? Bucky's got some great boats here. Okay, that's good to know. So that puzzles to do. How can someone like me be defeated by such a simple matter as this? You seem to be in a spot of trouble. Is there anything I can help with? I prepared some sweets for a little boy, but I've got one mixed up with our numbers and jars. It's gonna be a math puzzle. Okay. Nope. 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 What?
Time to apply some creative thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
This is just a puzzle episode. Eek! Look, for you from today, darling, my sweets have started melting. I can't tell these, I'll have to start all over again. Even though they're melted, the taste should stay the same, shouldn't it? It seems a shame to waste them. My dear man, there's no other way. I can't sell these like this. It would go against everything I believe in. Oh, and they look so delicious too. You don't have anything.
My mum nearly had a heart attack when she saw the Spectre. She hasn't stopped babbling since, going on about its big eyes and huge claws. I'm a bit worried about her. I wish she would get better so she could help me from the fruit stand.
Do you live near here?
Not really, I used to live in Greenwich with my mum and dad. The Spectre ruined our house. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, it must be distressing for you. Emmy, we must try to solve this case quickly. Why is the market run by children? Like genuinely, why is the market just ran by children? There's quite a lot of stuff we come across when we go scavenging that's really worth something. Like Iron Roger wouldn't bear boards. You can build all sorts of things with those.
Of course, there's plenty of useless junk in there too, but everything you see here has value. What am I? Forget batteries and silly old springs. I have no need for such fiddly things. Though made of glass and somewhat fragile, with good direction, I'm rather agile. Though you will never make me rush, I'm never late, well, not by much.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
Ah, hell yeah.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
Shaka turns a lot of those discarded items into something new, so we can sell them. Most of the stuff you see for sale in the black market probably looks like junk to begin with. Wow, turning junk into treasure! That sounds like fun! Look, we're not playing around. This is how we make a living. You don't understand a risk, boy. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Emmy's findings. It appears that Emmy has made notes on her trip to London. She has returned with Inspector Gruski. I tried to explain the whole situation to him, but he dashed off to the local police station before I could finish. I hope he'll be able to manage. In the meantime, we must continue our investigation and examine the documents that Emmy has brought. The story told by the archives. The records we obtained from the police archives reveal that Evan Bard sustained fatal injuries from a tragic fall off a cliff in the middle of the night. His will found during the police inquiry left all his land to Clark, and the sole eyewitness to his death. I think we shall need to consult the Chief Constable to get a bigger picture of this case. My family was never rich. That's why my dad had to leave town to find work digging holes. Is your dad mate? He said he'd come home soon, but we haven't heard anything in ages. He's probably forgotten us. And we're still around, but I'll know God as a family. Speaking of families, I've got a little cracker puzzle for you. Family tides. Oh, it's this. The three young children need to cross this river by raft. A raft can hold up to 2 people. 1 person to row and 1 passenger. It turns out that rowing is hard work, however, both adults can row across twice, but need to stop for a rest between the 2 trips. The children can only row across the river once. Can you help everyone get in the family? Everyone in the family? Okay. Oh. I'm so smart.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. No puzzle is without an answer.
Correct. In addition to the solution shown here, there's an alternate method in which neither parent ever rides on the raft with a child. If you haven't solved the puzzle yet, it might be a nice extra challenge for you. That way yet. My family was just my dad, my mom, and me. And when my dad left the house, became really quiet and lonely. I wish I could see him again. Poor guy. Once again, I have abandoned my wife and child to ensconce myself fully in the auction. I feel utterly terrible about my treatment of them, but I am loath to miss every single auction. Did you know that the displays for the auction are all handmade? Handmade! Amazing, isn't it? You must have had a hard time making them. You must paint several cubes that form a majestic plinth when put together. All cubes are the same size. You have to paint them all at once, and you can only paint the visible sides of the plinth. For example, if you painted a plinth made up of 2 cubes, you would only paint 4 sides of each cube. If you want to make a plinth made up of cubes painted on exactly one side, two sides, three sides, and four sides, what is the lowest number of cubes that you would need? You can place cubes on top of each other.
Time to apply some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
I don't see any sign of the auction starting soon.
Why not take the day off and go home?
Impossible. Think of the opportunities I would miss while I'm away. Crow. No, he's not here. No. But now we got to go to London. See what puzzles are there. We'll go here, that's just down there, right? Oh, 26 minutes. God damn.
You know, we're the only people who know the truth behind the Black Raven, apart from us, of course. So it's a kind of game, but even now we can go after food and come looking for us. The black market serves as a place to sell junk and found, but look at it now, antiques and everything. But if they knew we were just kids, none would take us seriously.
Which is why you thought of the Black Raven, correct?
Yep, more or less. Please don't tell anybody, will you? I'll give you a puzzle if you like. What? It's not safe to look directly at the sun. So some people use lenses made of materials that can filter light, like two pieces of glass below. These pieces of glass are good not only for looking at the sun, but also for seeing stars. Can you use these pieces to see a star? The bigger the better.
We...
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
It was just who started the rumors about the auctions. But the whole thing took on a life of its own. Last year we even had a local bidder come by. Do you by any chance remember where you acquired the item called the Spectre flute?
Now that? I wasn't bought that then and again. I forbid it was just a piece of junk someone picked up, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, you don't have anything. Grass is there. Ah, Layton, my boy, you're involved in quite an intriguing investigation. Tell me all. Well, it's to do with Miss Stollery, which, as you know, is rumored to be the site of the Golden Garden. Ah, yes, Miss Stollery. Finding the Golden Garden would make your career, eh, Layton? I'll expect a full report from you sometime in the near future. Well, in truth, I have yet to find any trace of this Golden Garden, but I will gather what information I can. Good, I have high hopes. Give it your best. By the way, I should perhaps call to you for a little help. A small problem came about during a seminar the other day, and I told everyone to leave it to me. The matter has proven rather more tricky to handle than I expected. However, and now I'm stuck. I can't solve it, but obviously I cannot defeat in front of the whole research panel either. That is problematic. Quite so. Would you perhaps be able to, I'll do my best, Dean.
Stick to the plank. Manage moving water using log. and a long plank. The circumference of the log is 20 centimeters. How far ahead in centimeters will the water jump be after one complete turn of the log? This is assuming that the plank, log, and jug do not slip out of place or get stuck.
Time to apply some creative thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
So there, I'm glad I could help. Thank you. Incidentally, Layton. Yes? Please keep this quiet. If the other professors found out you had to help me. Of course, your secret is safe with me. Well, that's good to hear now. Now, go off and find the good garden. And write that paper for me.
What's this? I'm already, Professor.
Not quite. I'm here to look a few things up, or our case is yet unsolved.
Oh, just you be careful. Oh, by the way, Professor, I found this tucked away while I was cleaning.
Oh yes, this had completely slipped my mind.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. This has to be there. You go there. No. Am I dumb? No, I'm not dumb.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. No puzzle is without an answer.
Well, would you believe it? So this was a puzzle too?
One of my students gave it to me. I had completely forgotten about it.
Okay, then I'll put it away for you nice and safe. Leave it to me, Professor.
Yes, thank you, Rosa. My office is entirely in your capable hands.
Oh, if it isn't Professor Layton, what weapons do you need to cut today, Prof?
Nothing today, thank you, Monica. We were just passing through. I trust you're well.
Oh, you know, me, practically indestructible. Oh, actually, there was one thing that's been bothering me. There's this puzzle that's doing around in Scotland Yard, and I couldn't solve it for peanuts.
It's this?
Destiny with all but one of the silver marbles arranged here in the shape of a spinning top. You can jump a marble horizontally or vertically over an adjacent marble and into an empty space to remove the marble. Fuck.
Time to apply some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
Professor, do not disappoint. Your head and shoulders above the inspectors.
Oh no, it was nothing.
No need to be so modest, but I suppose you can't help being such a gent. Ah, that staircase on the right leads up to the first floor. Police stations are not much fun, are they?
There's a certain indescribable feel to police stations. This is a stepladder. Gentlemen do not play on any kind of ladder, nor do ladies indeed. Well, hello again, Business Version, I trust.
Oh, yes, it's alright, thanks.
You've been a busy bee by the looks of it.
And what could be better for a busy bee than some flowers?
Take a whiff of this divine fragrance.
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
Gardening is a growing hobby these days, although the garden is the path to happiness, I say.
You have planted 16 magic tulip bulbs in the square by 4 flower bed. Watering a space will cause all magic bulbs in the same row and column to sprout if they are below ground, or seed if they are above ground. Okay.
Oh my god, I can't. Okay.
I'll handle this one, Professor. You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
Okay. If only it were that these unique flowers grew all over London, wouldn't it be wonderful?
London covered in flowers? Somehow I can't imagine it. to meet you again. My bus is late as usual. Could you keep me company for a couple of minutes? Buses on this route leave at the times indicated on the bus stop's timetable. All the buses start at this bus stop and take exactly 1 hour to get back here. How many buses are necessary to cover all the bus departure times indicated?
What do you think about this? That puzzle was no problem.
So close to being able to, like, continue the story.
You've done it again. Stop solving my puzzle so quickly. It's going to be a long wait. Give me some time to think up another puzzle. I'll make it really hard next time.
Okay, you don't have anything.
Meow. Huh? Did you say something?
Ah, Luke, this is the museum curator, Chappie. He has a great fondness for cats, which results in some eccentric behavior.
Meow.
I see. He seems to need our help with something.
Board the window. You want to board up this window with some wood, but much to your dismay, all you find are some old offcuts, most of which have holes in them. Place the board over the window so that the window is completely covered and no holes to show through. No boards may extend beyond the square window frame, but you can flip and rotate each piece of wood freely. I'm gonna put you all over here. Where'd it go? There it went. It's close.
Hmm. No, okay. I think I'm on the right track. Put you there. I do think those two work together. Put you two there. Let me rotate you. Okay, I don't know. What? 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 There.
Some puzzles must be met directly. A gentleman leaves no puzzle
So we
undone.
can finally go back. Finally go back. Continue the story. Meow. My pleasure, Chappie.
Can you not talk normally?
Meow. Perhaps you youths cannot comprehend my cat impression. Well, I understood you perfectly, Chappie. I knew you were Herschel Layton. You're the museum's shining star. Finally going back to the story. Finally. I think it's here. Ooh, the round trip between Grand Bridge and High Hill is a long haul due to Becky here. Yes, I imagine so. Hey, for my customers, I would do anything. You guys want a ride? A ride? From here, you mean? It wouldn't be impracticable. The word impractical is not in old Bucky's dictionary. Well, do you want to ride? Bucky's got some great beds here. What the fuck? My father is really important around here, you know? If anyone calls me, you'll tell them what's what. Of course, he's chief constable of the Methodology Police, so that makes him the most important man. Well, that's very nice for your father. What about you, though? What's your claim to fame? I don't like your tone, Lily. Don't tell my father about you. Just wait. Bring it on. I take on you and your illustrious daddy any day you choose. Threatening you literally threatened her. Hans, this puzzle will make you eat your words. Oh, here's another double-sided maze. Starting from the top left corner of the maze, guide the ball to the star in the bottom right corner. When the ball falls into one of the holes, it will appear on the other side of the maze. The maze is bigger this time. Not what I meant to do at all. Is that all that I can do here? Yeah, alright. I'll try here. Oh my god. Now! Take a wrong turn somewhere? Didn't I come from here? Yeah, I came from here. So go down here.
I think I've got this one. I did it, Professor.
Okay. I don't believe it. My brilliant puzzle was cracked by this silly little lad. What did you call me? Calling yourself at me. You don't need to stoop to his level. But Professor, listen to him. I shouldn't even be talking to a little gunner snipe like you. Got a snipe? I don't like the sound of that. So this is Third Eye Jake's son? What a piece of work. Let's not be too judgmental now, both of you. If you don't like him, just keep away from him. But he's being really rude. Don't worry. Feels just the same, but we shouldn't let it get to us. Let's move on. We've got better things to do than waste our time on this crap. Use anything else? Install a PlayStation? Open public, okay. Ah, there you are. Chief Constable Jakes will see you now. Our chief is amazingly talented, so you show some respect and tell him I said so. Will you? His office is just down the left corridor here. Okay. I wonder, do I have any... No, I don't, but I do have this. Your poor leaves are all sad. Someone hasn't been watered. Oh, terrible. They really don't look healthy at all. I know. We can sneak in later and water them in secret. There are policemen at work inside. Can't make out what they're saying. We had better avoid listening at closed doors. We just came from here. What did you say the chief of police is known as? That are Jakes? What kind of person calls himself that? Humility may not be the chief's strong suit. He sounds like an excellent detective nonetheless. Let's reserve judgment until we meet the man.
So you're the archaeologist who took it upon himself to investigate the Spectre, eh?
Yes, my name is Layton. It's a pleasure to...
Layton, huh? Never heard of you. How's your investigation going?
Well, we're just getting started, to be honest.
He looks pretty ordinary for someone with a third eye. I mean, shush!
Chief Jakes, did you investigate the death of Mr. Bard last year?
No, we just let that one go. Why, you think Bard's death got something to do with the Spectre?
I believe there is the possibility of a connection, yes. You determined that the death of Mr. Bard was a suicide. How were you able to determine that?
Easy. We found a will.
The mere presence of a will is not enough to indicate a suicide, is it? Most people write wills. Yeah.
No, it's not. Almost like a big ad isn't enough to indicate someone with police experience.
I am not challenging your judgment, Chief Jakes. I just need to confirm some facts.
Then allow me to confirm. I know that Mr. Bard threw himself into the lake because someone saw him.
Clark Triton was your witness.
So you've done some homework. Yes, Mayor Triton witnessed it while he was out fishing.
If you've got a problem with it, perhaps you should take it up with the mayor himself. I see. Thank you for your cooperation.
Run along and dig us up some buried treasure now.
I'm sorry.
Layton, you know why they call me Third Eye Jakes?
Yes. They call you that because you've solved every one of your cases.
It's because I've solved every one of mine. Yeah, that's right. And you know how I've done that.
Well, I couldn't say for certain without a full investigation.
Let me save you some legwork. I've solved every one of my cases because I see everything. I see some interlopers crashing my sleepy little hamlet. I see the mayor's son running around town with said interlopers.
With all due respect, Chief, we were invited to stay here. By the mayor.
That's right, by the mayor himself.
Really? Did the mayor ask you to drag his boy around town while you investigate Mr. Bard's death? Luke can make his own decisions.
My father doesn't even know who I am right now.
Luke.
All the more reason he may want to know about Layton here sticking his nose where it doesn't belong.
We should be going now.
Layton, I've got my eyes on you. All three of them. I want you out of my stollery, you understand me? I'll give you 24 hours to pack your stuff, get in that funny little car of yours and go back to London. Clock is ticking, Layton. I can't do this! Hey, what are you trying to say? That's not fair!
Let's just go, Luke.
Tick-tock, Layton.
It just gets cut off. Oh my god.
Third Eye Jakes. The name of Chief Constable Jakes has risen to legendary status through his purportedly perfect track record for solving crimes. Some may say he was chosen by fate.
The chief is said to let no case go unsolved, and the townsfolk hold him in high regard for this reason. Jakes seems to be able to solve all his cases through his incredible powers of deduction.
I won't stand for this. Chief Jakes has going too far. We have to talk to Luke's father.
We will, Emmy, but right now I'm a little more concerned about something else.
The police are supposed to protect people. Why would he act like that?
Jakes wants us off this case for some reason. We have a duty to seek the truth here. And to that end, I agree. Let's go see your father, Luke. Let's go see your father, Luke. Thank you, Fish. Apparently this man has a puzzle for me. Somewhere in here. Tick-tock, Layton, tick-tock. Understood.
Must be awfully hard to change the light bulbs up there. High ceilings really do make a room bigger.
A bit dim for my liking, but at least it doesn't dazzle. There it is. What a beautiful fireplace. Looks as if someone's taking good care of it.
You know, I have a puzzle about a fireplace that's been burning me up.
Feel for the fire.
The occupants of this chilly home burn a bundle of wood in their fireplace every day of the year. In the 3-month period starting this month, they burn 3 more bunches of wood in the following 3 then in the following 3 months period, giving
Time to apply some creative thinking. No puzzle is without an answer.
Good work, Emmy. I really enjoyed that one.
Glad you liked it, Professor. Oh, I know who this is. It's on the tip of my tongue. Yes, of course, him. He's very famous.
A famous composer in the late 17th century, if I'm not mistaken. It casts a powerful presence as it marks each passing second.
I wouldn't mind where he invented the grandfather clock. I've read about him once. I think he discovered the principle behind it.
Bent cufflink. I find that its being broken only adds it to its charm. The Chief Constable. Chief Constable Jakes of the Mistollery Police Force is allegedly not the ordinary police officer that he seems. He claims to have solved every last one of his cases. He told me quite bluntly to leave Mistollery within the next 24 hours, which leads me to believe there must be something amiss. In any case, we must go and talk to Clark.
There's like 30 puzzles in this video.
I'll go to the first one. I think that's literally right by his house.
Yeah.
Why is that in here? I don't mind.
How's the investigation going, Herschel? I hope Luke hasn't been troublesome.
Oh, wait, no. He did know. He did know that Luke's been following us. Quite the contrary. Luke has been very helpful. Clark, I would like to ask you something.
Of course. How can I help?
I need you to tell me everything you know about the death of Evan Bard.
Evan Bard? I'll tell you the same thing I told the police. I saw someone fall off a cliff, that's it. I didn't see anyone else around. I didn't even know it was Bard when it happened.
How can you be sure that it is Bard? Chief Jakes closed the case as a suicide.
Yes, well, that makes sense if no one else was there.
What about the will? Why would Bard leave you his land deeds?
Evan was a friend, and the only person in town with whom I could discuss intellectual matters. You would have liked him very much, Herschel. Of course, I was still very surprised by the will. Chief Jakes confirmed the will and acted as the executor. He took care of everything for me. I became an extensive landowner overnight, and I've been dealing with the red tape ever since.
And Ariana and her brother? They are still the future heirs as far as I'm concerned. I only plan to oversee the land until they were of age. Unfortunately, it is possible that Ariana will not live long enough to see that happen. Also, who the fuck is taking care of that clock? So, you know about her illness? Of course, it's truly tragic. I don't know what I would do if such a fate were to befall Luke. Evan was always so attentive to his children. I was shocked to learn that he hadn't made adequate provisions for them. Do you agree with Jake's conclusion about Bob's death? Well, he is much more qualified to make that judgment than I am. He is third-eye Jake's, after all. Yes, that name derives from his ability to solve every case, I understand. Every case, yes, Herschel. The man has practically eliminated crime in Mistollery. Besides the activities of witches and spectres, of course. What are you implying, Herschel? Please, just this once, stop speaking in riddles. Cases ruled as accidents, unexpected confessions, complaints being withdrawn. Yes, go on. It's a common pattern among solved cases. Herschel, you don't think Jake's had anything to do with Bard's death, do you? Would the master like to have his dinner now? Doland, you gave me quite a start. How long have you been there? Any moment, sir. I apologize if you did not hear me knock. Am I disturbing the master? No, of course not, no. Yes, dinner sounds splendid. Herschel, Emmy, please join us. We have several aged wines in the cellar, Herschel. Perhaps you could go down and select a bottle for us. You want me to pick a wine? Perhaps the master would prefer if I select a wine to go with dinner? No. Our friend Layton is quite the connoisseur when it comes to wine. Isn't that right, old boy? Well, it would be my pleasure. Where is the wine cellar? I didn't know you were into wine, Professor. Is there anything you don't know about? To be honest, I'm more of a connoisseur of tea. I can't claim to know much about wine at all. Really? Then why did Clark say that you do? It seems to me that Clark was fabricating a reason for us to see the basement. There must be something there. I think we should do as he wishes. The cellar is through the blue door down the ground floor hallway. Thank you, Luke. It looks like a normal cellar to me. What are we supposed to notice? Luke, does anything strike you as out of the ordinary? No, not really. Actually, the basement's been off limits lately, so I can't say for sure. Off limits? Huh? Did you get caught down here scoffing tarts between meals, Luke? What? No! They were eclairs, and that's not the point. I don't know how to say that word. Shh! Quiet! What is it, Emmy? I thought I heard something. Maybe I imagined it. Perhaps it was a mouse. I beg your pardon? My apologies, Luke. I wonder if there is something we're missing. Professor Layton, is there anything I can do to help? No, I think we're fine, Doland. Thank you. Doland, did you happen to know Mr. Bard as well? Yes, I know it isn't kind to speak ill of the departed, but Mr. Bard was a man who charged extortionate terms to those who lived on his land. Some are inclined to believe that he was thrown from the cliff by an angry tenant. Surely a cultured man like yourself is aware how trifling of possible gossip. It's too bad that's what Bard is remembered for. Most everyone knew him. Most everyone despised him. Oh, but I do prattle on. If I've selected a wine, I can carry on with preparing dinner. Doland, has my dad been acting strange to you lately? He has been rather preoccupied, I would say. Much of his time is spent in the study. Yes, clearly Clark has other matters at hand. Let's get going. You're not staying for dinner? We'll have to do it another time. Please give my regrets to Clark. Thanks for your help, Doland. My pleasure.
Do be careful out there. Well, this bottle dates from the year I was born.
Mature vintages are said to have a more subtle flavor.
Wouldn't it make you ill to drink something that old?
It's a wine rack. The bottles are arranged haphazardly.
Do you think they forgot to tidy them up?
Having bottles lying on the ground isn't very wise. Let's put them away before someone breaks one. Wine-wise. In order to store the fine wine in an appropriate manner, the following rules must be observed. White wine should always be stored so that there is only one bottle to any horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. Red wine should also be stored so that there is only one bottle on the same horizontal, vertical, or diagonal line. Two bottles already in the crate cannot be moved. Does that work? Oh, no, that does not work. That works, I think. No, that does not work. That does not work. That works. That works.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
3,000 picarats. My god. Perfect. That's everything tidied away now.
That was fun!
Those look very heavy indeed. They must be packed with things.
I don't even think I could even pick one of those up off the floor.
I got one of these. Soot-stained cloak. Its former majesty has sadly been tarnished with grime. Clark's version of events. We went to ask Clark about his account of Evan Bard's death. His behavior was frankly suspicious. His link to Chief Constable Jakes was never slipped when Dolan showed up. Maybe he was under the control of the Spectre after all. He seemed to want me to go to the cellar. Could there be something important down there he wants me to see? Down to Clark's cellar. I found nothing out of the ordinary in the cellar, only racks of wine. Perhaps out of concern, Dolan followed us into the cellar and told us little about Evan Bard. Apparently he made himself unpopular around town by demanding high rent on the land. Could his death have been something other than suicide?
Professor, what was that about?
What with the library and Clark's account? There are still many questions about Bard's death. This, coupled with the Spectre not being reported outside the story, troubles me. It would appear that someone is carefully manipulating information about these two events.
A falsified report on the cover-up's conspiracy. This is shaping up to be quite a case. But who's capable of doing this? There's only one person I can think of.
Hey, Luke.
Chief Constable Jakes. He's in a position to do both of those things.
Luke is spot on. Jakes is the only one in this town capable of both.
He's supposed to be a public servant. That's just unforgivable.
I mean, your faith in public servants is inspiring. However, there is no doubt that Jakes is withholding information. We need to find out more about him.
Inspector Koski and muscles glisten in the country just as they do back in London. How manly. You again? What are you doing here? For Koski, I would walk through fire. Luckily, I didn't have to. I just took a taxi out here.
Emmy, do you know this woman?
Sort of. I bumped into one in London. Grosky told me how to lead. He must be on the trail of a notorious criminal. Oh, it's too exciting. He seemed even more determined than usual. I wish he would search for me with that kind of passion. He said he had a lead. Which way did he go? He just ran off that way. He's probably out at the crossroads now.
We might still be able to catch him. Let's hurry.
Oh.
Sorry, super. I'll watch out. Let's start the next episode. So that one's going to be a lot shorter than this one.
What's this?
Gentlemen, I hope we're not going to have any trouble here.
Emmy, your methods are unorthodox, but very effective.
Thanks. Whenever you need a little muscle, you just let me know, Professor, and I'll be there.
I'll keep that in mind.
Who are these men? Do you think Jake sent them after us?
Looks like Jakes didn't want to wait the full 24 hours to get rid of us.
Was Mr. Bard killed by these thugs?
Unfortunately, we can't say for certain.
Layton, Emmy, I've been looking all over for you too. I've got a very corporeal lead on that Spectre of yours.
Really? That's great, Inspector.
The police chief in this town is really ahead of the game. He said that a tall-hatted gentleman and a fiery young lady abducted the mayor's son. He added that they were posing as investigators, but in fact they were controlling the Spectre. Not to dampen your spirits, but that does narrow the suspects down a fair bit. Is any of this true, Layton? Explain yourself. Chief Jakes hasn't given us a warm welcome, that's for certain.
Don't be fooled, Inspector. Jakes is the real culprit. I know it.
What? Jakes, you say? So he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes, eh? Aye, Grosky of the Yard. Will not take such a shenanigan sitting down.
Inspector, wait. He really is quick for someone his size.
Yes, you need a little time machine to keep up with Grosky.
Professor, we didn't get to tell Grosky what happened. Should we go after him?
No, let's avoid running into Jakes again if possible. We need to continue our investigation. My concern is growing about this situation with Jakes, however. Oh my god, thank god. 2 hours and 20 minutes, goddamn. I will see. Is this the longest Layton video on the channel? It might be. I mean, it won't be for long. Because the Miracle Mask in Azron Legacy has some long chapters. Anyways, I will see you all next time when we figure out more about Jake. I guess. Bye bye. Shit, sorry.